Servants reported that the Mo father and son were causing trouble outside the Crown Prince's residence. When the Crown Prince went out to check, he found his guards defeated and the courtyard in chaos. Enraged, he demanded an explanation. The Mo son stepped forward, spear in hand, pressing it against the Crown Prince's head and demanding to know where his wife was. In fact, his wife had never been taken. This confrontation was part of their plan. The man struck the Crown Prince, who threatened that the Emperor would not spare them. Hearing this, the man grabbed him by the throat but released him when his father arrived. The Crown Prince tried to order their arrest, only to find his entire household of guards already beaten. Overwhelmed by anger, he collapsed. The Emperor arrived soon after and brought the Crown Prince back to the palace. Seeking justice, he confronted the Mo father and son. They claimed the Crown Prince was not a good man. The Emperor slammed the table and demanded the proof. The man replied that the guards from that day were witnesses. At that moment, the Crown Prince rushed out, knelt before the Emperor, and falsely accused the Mo father and son of trying to frame him. The man secretly crushed a pill given by his wife, releasing a powder that forced the Crown Prince to speak the truth. Startled, the Crown Prince confessed all his crimes. Upon hearing the truth, the Emperor punished him with 6 months of house arrest. Seeing that this wasn't enough to fully expose the Crown Prince, the father and son planned to send a guard undercover to find proof that the Crown Prince was the enemy kingdom's sacred heir. That night, the guard followed the Crown Prince to an abandoned temple outside the city. He watched as the Crown Prince retrieved a box hidden behind a Buddha statue. The guard drew his sword and charged. Inside the box was indeed the enemy's sacred seal. A fight broke out. When the Crown Prince's guard recognized him, he removed his disguise and fought openly. Unable to win, the Crown Prince released a venomous snake to attack him. At that moment, a mysterious woman appeared, snatched the seal, and swallowed it. Enraged, the Crown Prince dragged her back to his palace. In the Crown Prince's manner, the prince seized the woman by the throat, trying to force her to spit out the Holy Sun's seal, but the woman had already gone mad. Furious, the Crown Prince dragged her into the dungeon, intending to cut open her stomach and retrieve the seal. Just as he was about to strike, the Emperor arrived and stopped him. The Crown Prince knelt, calling out, "Father!" but the Emperor struck him on the head with a stone. Enraged, the Crown Prince tried to kill the Emperor, shouting, "So what if you know my true identity? The evidence has already been swallowed." At that moment, the woman suddenly rolled over and rose to her feet. She pulled the Holy Sun's seal from her sleeve and handed it to the Emperor. She had never swallowed it. She only pretended to, hiding it in her sleeve to deceive the Crown Prince. Furious, the Crown Prince tried to silence them all. He lunged at the Emperor with his sword. The 7th Prince threw himself forward, blocking the blow. The Crown Prince stabbed even deeper, gravely injuring both the 7th Prince and the Emperor. Almost instantly, the man and his wife arrived and subdued the Crown Prince, but the blade was poisoned. Thanks to the pill the man's wife had given him earlier, the 7th Prince survived. The Emperor, however, could not be saved. In his final moments, the Emperor abolished the Crown Prince's title and named the 7th Prince as the new Emperor. The man and every member of his family received generous rewards.